Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. So I wanted to quickly make this video to correct myself on something that we discussed during the Sam and Colby Doll Island video, which is the tale of La Llorona. La Llorona is actually about a woman who unfortunately found out her husband was cheating on her, so she decided to take her two children out, her two daughters, and drown them in a body of water along with herself. And the legend is that her spirit wanders and looks for other children to drown, to lure and drown, to repeat her curse or her acts of violence. So that is the story of La Llorona. In the video, I said that I didn't really understand why there was a connection between the story of La Llorona and the story of the island. I can see the connection now, talking about the story. And in the video, I kind of said briefly I thought it was just about a spirit of a woman who was looking for her drowned child. It's a very common sort of urban legend that you hear in like a lot of towns. I mean, we have one here in Leesburg about a woman who supposedly drowned her baby at a bridge, and it's called Crybaby Bridge. And the story is, if you go to this bridge, you're going to hear her crying along the shoreline or along the river line or the creek line, and that's the story. Or you'll hear her baby crying and things like that, and that's supposed to be the lost child. I mean, these are urban legends. There's no factual proof that these things ever existed, these events ever happened. It's more of a ghost story that people would tell around the campfires more than anything else. It's not like there's actual, physical documentation of La Llorona that I'm aware of myself. Like, I guess there could be a possibility. We'll look it up actually on live video to see if there actually is any, like, serious documentation of maybe an actual La Llorona who actually existed and maybe actually did drown her children. So let's go ahead and look that up really quick and see, is the story of La Llorona real? Exactly. This is one of the reasons why I was so skeptical about the story anyways, and why it was odd for them to be using it. It says here, the story of La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is a Mexican folktale and legend, not a real historical event, and is passed down through generations as a cautionary tale and a source of folklore. Here's a more detailed look at the legend. The legend: La Llorona is a ghostly figure, a woman who, according to the legend, drowned her children out of grief or anger, and is now doomed to wander the earth weeping for her lost children. So I got that a little bit wrong too. I thought she was just out there looking for children to drown, but she's looking for her lost children. Variations of the story. There are many variations of the story, with some versions linking her to Malintzin, La Melenche, if I mispronounced that, my apologies, the concubine of Hernan Cortez, and others identifying her as an Aztec goddess. Interesting. So there's a little bit of the Aztec side right there. Or a simple woman who drowned her children. Cultural significance. La Llorona is a well-known figure in Mexican culture and Hispanic culture in the southwestern United States, often used as scare tactics for children to stay home and behave. Not a historical figure. While the story is rooted in oral traditions, it's important to remember that La Llorona is a fictional character, not a real person who committed such acts. I love urban legends. I love ghost stories. I love tales of this caliber. Is La Llorona a real person who really did this? No. To be blunt and simply put, no. La Llorona is not a real person. Like this story said, it was a story to help children behave at home, to spook people around campfires, nothing more, nothing less. So I did get the story wrong, and the connection between this and the island. I got that wrong, so that was my apologies, but I wasn't wrong when I felt like I did not believe they were talking to La Llorona, because it says clearly and obviously, like even on Google, this is a fictional character. This is not a real person. This is a story passed down from generations of people who just love telling ghost stories. Even here, like, what is the true story of La Llorona? The legend of La Llorona is a weeping woman, is a chilling folk tale from Latin American folklore, depicting a woman who, driven by grief and rage, allegedly drowned her children and now haunts riversides, forever weeping and searching for them. So I just kind of wanted to quickly, like, correct myself there, but also kind of give a little bit more detail into the story of La Llorona, and just why I genuinely did not believe they were talking to that specific spirit at the end of the video. It just makes no sense to me why they would be talking to La Llorona, especially when everybody's aware that La Llorona is folktale. It's just a story passed down from generations of people to spook people. And it does a good job. Like, it's a really good story. It's a really creepy story, but that does not mean it's real. Like, Slender Man became like a modern day folklore. Slender Man was pretty much the same kind of category. There are people who believe Slender Man is out there. It's a scary concept. A tall, thin, faceless person walks around the woods and steals children. That's terrifying. My God, stranger danger, right? There's a moral behind the story. You know, obviously, don't trust strangers. Don't go wandering out in the woods alone. I mean, yeah. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I hope this hopefully corrected my mistake in the video. But anyways, let me know what you think, and I'll see you all in the next one. Do take care.